Welcome. Am I gone?
Yeah, I can hear you.
I don't remember anyone pressing record.
Yeah,
Okay.
give me a press record.
Oh, I didn't see it.
Give me a press record.
Oh, okay. Y'all can hear me now, right? All right, cool. We made it to episode 11. It's 11, bro.
It's 11, yeah.
You gotta keep up, bro.
It's 11, bro. 10 was with your brother.
That was with Dr. King.
Oh, yeah.
See, you
Oh,
going so
yeah,
fast,
yeah.
you don't even know.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, we should have something special with 10, Jed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we should.
So
It's like a
20, 20,
milestone.
20 be good.
20.
Yeah.
Brown say, fuck that shit.
But 10 is early, though. It's an early milestone.
F10. Yes, welcome to the Conchboyz podcast, episode
11.
11.
Yeah. Welcome back,
That
Illy.
was 11, eh?
Welcome back, Illy. Again.
This is finally back. He was out buying pants.
Yeah.
Now you want to see a bunch of barrage of different pants every episode.
Yeah. Finally, the normal couch is back again. Also, follow us at Conchboyz. The original is back for this episode.
Yes, follow us.
Nice Saturday evening, by the way. Ready to give you all some nice content today. See what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jared. This weather surprising me though. Like, it was cold and now like she warmed up again.
Yeah.
real talk.
September
Halifax.
blues, man. September blues. Fall blues coming in.
For real, dog. Halifax, me. I don't know. Never could like predict nothing here, dog.
Hot boy fall. Oh, fuck. Yeah, man. Fall is about to come in. Thank God for it.
I want this laptop.
You good?
Yeah,
You
very
good?
good.
So, yeah.
You stretched off.
Yeah, man, I was just trying to get comfortable, man. My bad,
Yeah,
man.
man. So yeah, man, let's jump in. I guess we might as well jump in the episode for today, episode 11. You know, we all, trying to bring the viewers, to this unique topic we have here. You know, all of us are born with some sort of unique, talent, unique, being of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? We have this, ability to make a difference.
Not Guinness.
All us.
What that be? Not get us to the.
Oh, I only get
Oh,
no.
you just get off.
He's saying I don't have any talent.
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
All us born with abilities, to make the world a better place, you know what I mean? So, like I say, today we talking about talent today, guys.
Yes, talent.
We talking about talent today. Being what?
I think Guinness has the most talent. Look at those pants, bro. I can't. I
Well,
can't stop looking at the pants.
Them Nike pants fresh, though, by the way.
This is a talent, eh?
Yeah, he's a
Wearing these
talented,
pants?
talented
Yeah,
pants
he's
shopper.
a talented white individual. I agree. The
Oh
pants
my
are fly. The pants are fly. I must admit.
Thanks, guys.
I must admit.
Thanks.
We're
I
just,
try.
we're just glad to have you back, bro. It's been a minute.
Really?
It's been a minute.
Yeah, man, it's good to be back. Good to be back. Good to get the mic back in my hand,
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
man.
Share some of this insight I have for y'all.
Good, man. Good, man. You sound talented.
I try.
So our natural capabilities to making the economy better, what y'all think in terms of when we use our talents and our natural capabilities? Do you think that when we work together, we make the whole economy a better place using our natural talents, or it's just brought on about just
Yeah. Like us, like our individual talents does make the world better. I feel like that's how we like. That's like it's like I don't know if I should say this, but like it's like predetermined. Like, hey,
Hot
this person, huh?
I say hot take. I just say hot take.
Okay, hot take. I don't know what I got. Like, like it's
Okay, buddy.
like it's wondered if we're all predetermined to be like a specific, like a carpenter, or a lawyer, or a doctor.
Yeah,
It's like-
it was hard to really present the question because it is an obvious answer, but some people, like you say, like carpenter, some people's talent is pretty much not really needed in terms you don't see their talent being used
the
on
use.
a spectrum to make
Mm.
the environment a better place, but you sort of see him lot it out on the future. Like I can't even like come up with an example
Yeah,
to
like
make that.
like a small, like
Make
a
that
small,
suggestion,
like a
you know what I
small
mean?
thing that we don't look
Yeah,
at like
we-
not significant to us. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Well, I don't know, but I think every little significant thing helps the world to like continue going, man. Like,
But I mean, some people talents could also be like bad too. Like some people could be like really good at like killing or something like that. So it's like,
jeez.
yeah. It's like
so
that's
it's
okay.
You could have bad talents
That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. That's true.
that are negative or whatever.
Yeah, so you say like a hitman.
Yeah,
Basically, yeah.
hitman.
Or like a drug dealer or something, yeah. Like
Yeah,
they have business
uh,
acumen in that sense, but like, you know, they doing it illegally, you know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
guess
Yeah, so
What
like
it is.
like I say, probably talent that's not pretty much needed. Pretty much, well, they're like a doctor almost, of course. Like they prescribe meds, right? So
they prescribe.
they prescribe meds.
prescribe to everyone.
yeah, they prescribe meds in a different
Anyone
way,
with money.
in a more an ethical and legal, not legal way. So yeah, man, like talent is needed in every, needed to be embedded in every human being. That's what shows are, worth being here on this earth, right?
Mm.
So we possess this talent, right? So the question I want to ask, a critical question I want to ask you guys roundtable: does hard work overcome talent?
I don't know. Like it's saying like, do we work to be talented, or this just comes naturally? It could happen. It could happen. I look at Kobe Bryant. Like, I don't know if was he born to be a basketball player, or this hard work ethic made him a great talented basketball player.
Yeah.
Like, you look at him, like, it's work ethic. Like, it does. Like, hard work does bring you talent.
Real.
That's how I like. That's what it.
To me, that statement is more of a if you just have talent, would someone working hard be better than you, rather than if you work hard, will you have talent? You know what I mean?
So you're saying that if somebody like it's compared to like someone who just born with it and somebody who
Born
doesn't
with it,
work
and
to
someone
it,
who works hard, they could be better than someone who just has raw talent.
that's like a give and take there, bro. Like it could be.
I mean, that's what the
it-
statement means to me.
Yeah, like could be or could not be. Like it does come down to like what happened and like how to have a look at the end. That's how I feel.
Yeah, no, I agree with you guys. I feel like talent takes you so far, and then like at the end of the day, you still have to put in hard work. You know what I mean? If we use the same
Yeah.
example of Kobe, like I guess if you look at the physical attributes, if you compare him to like LeBron or Jordan, he don't have all the physical attributes as those guys, but the hard work put him on the level of those guys. You know what I
What
mean? 'Cause
physical attributes does he have
like if
that
you look at the
Jordan has?
vertical and
Yeah.
all that stuff, his size, his hand size, all that. Like if you look at it, he was worse off physically than those guys.
Real.
You see LeBron, he was a man beast from time. You know what I mean?
High school.
He put on weight.
Beast.
Whatever you want to say, he put on weight or whatever. I think Jordan have like a 40-something vertical. I think Kobe have like a high 30, like 36 or vertical, something like that. So like
It's a hot
he-
take.
Hot take.
he just was technical, and he just continued to work hard and continued to show dedication. Now talent allows some people to not work as hard. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I feel like hard work beats talent, in my opinion. I forgot
Oh,
the
for
quote.
sure.
Yeah.
It's a quote that is always talked about is what hard work. If talent fails to work hard
So
work.
search it up over the break, buddy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I forget the quote, but
Antonio Brown comes to mind too. Like
Oh,
he,
yeah.
like he's an undersized. I don't know much about y'all know more about football than me, but he's an undersized.
yeah, he worked hard because he was
Yeah.
a 6th-round draft pick, bro. It's the
Yeah.
same with
Yeah.
Tom. Like those guys,
Yeah.
they were low draft picks, and they work a lot of hours and put a lot of dedication into their craft to be the top of the food chain. You know what I mean? So that's I agree with hard work beats talent every time.
But like I said, I was talking to Gillis the other day.
Mhm.
And we always bring up shows, right? We always talk about the other times we was talking about, like Captain Planet and all these other things. We watched Indigo League the other day. Wait, if you pick a great example, talent was when we think about the two characters, two rivals, Ash and Gary. Talent was always
Oh, for
overcoming.
Pokemon.
Pokemon talent was always beating hard work. Because remember, Gary was the top. They were born from the same place, Pilot Town, I think. Same place, same capabilities, same upbringing, but one was talented and one Ash worked hard. He worked hard for all it for everything he has,
Yeah.
right? So it'll be 9 gyms. Like Gary have 18 badges
Yeah, Gary
already.
had 18 badges and Ash only had 3.
Yeah, Ash had 3. So but we see that the end of the whole Indigo League, you know what I mean? Ash was just this guy, he worked his tail off. He didn't please Professor Oak or anything much because he wanted him to bring more stuff for him, make his business better.
Yeah.
Gary did make his business better by being talented, but at the end of the day, you see Ash becoming a better trainer, right? Because he worked hard at his
See, I was gonna
Yeah,
say,
you know what I mean?
in the history of the show, Gary always had more badges in, right?
Yeah, he had more.
So-
he had more.
Yeah, so in general of that too, you could say your boy didn't work hard. He was overly talented, but if he have more badges, they ain't showing him work. You know what I mean? He could be working and no one's watching.
No, but he just was good though.
No, I agree, but that's the perception they putting on you. You don't see him working, but he working, but potentially.
It's a show.
I know. I'm just saying.
Show.
I'm just saying.
It's
I
just
know
a
it's
great
show.
example of showing talent sometimes beating your hard work.
It is a good example. It is also a good example of opportunity. Gary had a lot of money too.
A
He
lot
had-
of money.
he had
and his
more money than
grandfather
Ash,
was a
And he was able
a
to
professor.
move. He was able to move quicker to the gyms.
Yeah.
Ash was walking to the
Yeah,
gym.
yeah,
He's
yeah.
walking
Ash
to the
walking
bush.
to the gym.
So
That's
this
true,
this
too.
became another conversation where I always argue y'all about.
Gary had bitches behind him too.
Gary,
he's
yeah,
out, man.
you know, Jelly, yeah.
I always like Gary though.
That bring another comparison of
You just said
opportunity.
Gary had bitches behind him.
Yeah, he did.
Pixels.
That bring another comparison of opportunity with talent and not opportunity with talent.
Yeah, real
So
talk.
Ash probably had talent. Like I always bring up this conversation. Like the NBA, I know y'all say that's the best players in the world, but they're the one who had the opportunity to get to that spot. They get in contact with agents and blah blah blah. But there's some dudes on the park who probably could beat NBA players and they have talent and they don't make it to the NBA. They never get to show that they're the best in the world. That's
Some people don't have the opportunity to
that's what I mean.
present that talent.
That's like Gary and Ash. Like Gary always had the opportunity, the money, and the connects. He was getting to the gyms quick. Ash was walking through the bushes. you
Yeah,
know.
it's true.
He
He was
was
even
struggling.
Pulling up a wild
yeah,
Pikachu
it's-
and pulling up a wild
Yeah.
pilling thing.
It's just the comparison of talent.
He probably had a bag full of rare candy.
Ash probably selling drugs too.
But but you see, Ash couldn't be great because Team Rock was always in his friggin' way,
Yeah.
dog. You know what I mean? But Team Rock, he actually had haters. Gary didn't have no haters like that, bro. Ash had a hater. Team Rocket was his haters, bro. They say, so he was always being stopped every time when he worked hard. Someone always in his way, right? So digressing is hard work. You see how I saying?
Real talk.
real.
Yeah, man. Like I say, even though when you're hard, now let's bring on another critical question, right? You okay? Someone you ain't a Gary, you ain't LeBron, you ain't no Kobe, right? How does one just jump out the couch and just say, discover their natural talents? How does one do that? How does one just say, oh, I'm great at this, or I'm good at this?
Right, that's a unique one. I know. I think Kadeem already talked about. I don't know. No, he didn't say it yet, but I think he said it before the scenes. The trial and error,
Yeah.
trying out different things.
Yeah, we talked about it. We touched upon it in early episodes for real. But yeah, you just have to as you grow up, you just have to be inquisitive and try new things. You know what I mean? Like as a child, for me, I did swimming, I did basketball, I did tennis, I did football. You know what I mean?
Found out you were good at none.
The hater,
Full
man.
circles.
There's a hater, man. There's a hater.
T.
Yeah.
Rocket Gillis.
Team Rocket.
No, honestly, boy, I just feel you gotta consistently try new things, but that's the only way you know that you actually may like something. You know what I mean?
Right.
I
'Cause,
totally agree.
Yeah, but that's just what it is, babe. So yeah. I mean, it's still a possibility where if you never been given the opportunity to see something happen, you may be talented, but you just never see it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For example, I don't know, we was talking earlier,
Brahman be the best insect. He would be the
Insect finder.
he may be the best insect finder, but he don't want to go in the bush and look at the insects. So.
Yeah, true. True. You ain't lying. You freaking lie for real.
Real talk, man. And that's what other people
Exposure
talk
is-
about too.
is
It's like,
what-
bro, it all leads to do like you may like to do something, but then because our Team Rocket coming on and telling you not to do it, you don't want to do it. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Even though you may want to do it, and you may be the best, you may be the best pianist ever, but people laughing at you because you're going to sit down at the keys. You know what I mean? So,
Right.
Keep in your back, man.
yeah, but so that's what you got to do. You got to stay the course and at least try. You know what I mean?
Real talk, baby. Real talk.
Right. I usually find like usually I don't know, Gillis, if you know you or Latoin, I don't know if you think people who some people like when I was growing up in the thing, right? Some people didn't even know what they was even bound, meant to do in the world. Some people look down on us a mentor.
Bro, most people still don't know what they want to do in the
No,
world.
no, most people do.
Oh, y'all talking about career?
Just anything, just in anything.
In general.
Just
general?
people look at a mentor or they become inspired by a mentor, and that's how they find the will to create a talent within themselves, bro. That's what I found. I never found like someone who just say, "Hey, I want to pick up a ball." Some either pick up a ball because their dad played basketball. They didn't really want it. They probably want to be an astronaut or a doctor or something because their dad picked up a ball and their dad was there like.
Monkey
Yeah.
see, monkey do.
Yeah,
know.
so my dad was successful at this, so I'm gonna pick up this ball and do the same thing, which just
Yeah.
makes sense.
I guess. I mean, it makes sense. I could use me. Like, my daddy was trash in basketball. So.
Wow.
No, it's like,
Shout out
I
Mr.
never
King.
blame. I only blame my brother, but, like, I just say I'll try it. No one played tennis. I was like, I'll try tennis. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
My brother swim, but, like, I was like, swimming solid. You know what I mean? But I agree the masses do look at it as, like, someone who they look up to and they say, oh, I'll try it. You know what I mean? But the thing is, if you don't like it, don't continue to do it just because they want you to do it. You know what I mean?
True. Real
So,
true.
Yeah,
because that happens a lot too. Because you lose love for what it is that you're doing, whatever it is, whatever it may be,
We was talking about the Team Rocket effect. I don't know if y'all agree. This is a new question, and this would intrigue me, right? So you see you both to pick up something like, so you say like the piano or guitar, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that effect, that Haiti effect, prevents talent from progressing on?
Yeah, I think it does. Like, because it hinders you. You have like a state of mind where it's like, oh well, I'll probably not be good at this because this person's saying that, and like
So-
you're not putting your whole effort into it
Right.
anymore. So you'd probably never even find out if you're even really good at it.
Right.
Exactly.
Real. I agree, Gillis. Like, there's I bet there's a lot of people out there like who that stopped doing something that they liked just because
Yeah, bro.
others looked at it and disagree, and it's like, oh, maybe this ain't for me.
Yeah, bro.
Just
And
because this person ain't doing it.
yeah, I was gonna
Same.
say it goes to like what your parents saying too. Like, for example, like you may want to do something and like your parents may not see that for you. You know what I mean? Because parents put their like
Aspirations.
they put their aspirations and they put what they view you as on you. You know what I mean? But you
Yeah.
gotta decide what you want to do. Like, for example, like plenty of people out there who out there are lawyers and stuff like that. They mommy wanted them to be a lawyer, but they may not be that dedicated. They may not care that much, but they just good at it because they put hard work in. You know what I mean? Like that's just the what's going on in society right now, right?
It's real talk. Real talk. People don't use what they passionate about to drive them. They just go like, hey, this person say do this and do that. They don't
Yeah,
really-
man.
Let's go back to what you passionate about. Like, I think we thought about this in the business
Yeah.
episode. Like, get into something that you passionate about, and like that's where you feel like comfortable with, and that's how you move forward. I think that's gonna go with talent too. That's how you learn that this is what you good at, basically.
Exposure.
Yeah,
Just gotta expose yourself to it.
that's my 5 cents.
That's true. But like I say, that comes on to, like, okay, you see that the hater like putting down a talented person, right?
Yeah.
So how do you sort of depict that talented person? How do you like? I don't know. This is a critical question. I don't know if this can be answered. How do you depict that someone has this natural built
talent inside them? How do you like examine that? How do you?
I mean, you trying to say how you say the person actually hating or they giving you good advice? That you saying?
No, I
saying,
just-
I think it's two things of what Brown's saying.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think it's what LaDon say, and I also think it's like, how do you actually know if that is your talent?
If that's
Meaning,
a
like,
talent.
like for example, if something comes so easy to you, right?
Right,
Even though it comes easy to you, that doesn't mean it's necessarily a talent. You know what I mean?
right.
So I think that's the two-sided thing that Brown asking.
Right.
I could be wrong, but
Yeah, it could.
Boy, I don't, I don't,
understand
That's a
that
I don't
one.
know.
That's a rough
That's
question.
a rough one. That's a rough
Yeah.
one. Because that just go by what you feel really.
yeah,
That just
again,
go what you feel like. What you,
self-awareness.
yeah, like how you feel about it. Don't
And
even mind with.
I more like did sort of agree with Kadeem say, where it becomes so easy to the point that you don't even have to even work.
Yeah.
This thing becomes automated right for you. That's like just like being a mathematician, right? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You could pick up and do an equation like that. Like that's how I find someone's
Good
built.
hunting.
That's why I found someone was so built naturally, that this was built naturally in them, especially through, like, I would say orally, when they do something mathematically and they was able to get it within 2 minutes, and then
Yeah.
everybody takes like 3 minutes to figure out this Gauss Jordan theorem or something. The people taking like 10 minutes, 20, they figure it out too.
Yeah. Yeah, I mentioned Goodwill Hunting. That's a good example of
Yeah,
that.
yeah,
for real.
that's what I'm saying, Goodwill
is a
Hunting.
very good example of
You-
that.
Right.
Because that boy ain't had no business even knowing what them equations was. But he
Right.
come through and solve it, and none of the students could solve it, bro.
No one could have
I
solved
don't
it.
know if y'all ever watched
So
it.
you
With
when you
Matt Damon.
I didn't.
No, I didn't watch
and if
that.
He was basically a janitor.
right.
He was a janitor cleaning up the university, and all the students in the class couldn't solve this equation.
Oh,
And the
spoiler
ju-
alert.
This old movie.
That's an
bro.
old movie.
Yeah, but some people probably never
Wait.
watch it still though.
They could worry, but dog.
Yeah, don't worry.
But yeah,
Is
but
this proving our point? Is this proving my
Yeah,
point
but
about
anyway,
the thing? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But anyway, he's a janitor. He never read no books or nothing. He come through with the equation. He solved it, and then they thought he was doing graffiti. Then he actually looked at the equation. He was like, "You're a genius." And then he tried to get him, to apply himself with the applied math and all that stuff. So I guess it's a bit of both. Like, you're talented, and he didn't know because he was.
Yeah, I was gonna
He
say
didn't
that.
have opportunity. He didn't have no money. He was broke. He was a janitor, whatever.
He never went to school or something. Like
No,
that.
he never went to school. They say they depict him. He never went to school. He never did nothing. He was trying to
No.
work with Robin Williams as well because he was a psychologist in the movie as well. So they just was trying to work with him because they saw the talent of him.
Yeah, some people stumble on that talent. I was gonna say that too. Some people,
Yeah, that's true too.
some people stumble upon
Just
it.
haphazardly.
Just like, hey, oh yeah, I got it. That's just like you cooking up something like Kadeem. You think he's talented in the kitchen, but anyway.
Don, please. Don, please. He was buying chicken and Jordan the vegetable. Come on now.
I never say I was talented in the
salt,
kitchen.
and pepper.
I never said I was talented.
I just try things in the kitchen. That's what I would say. I don't think I'm talented at all. I just like to try. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's my opinion. But
Yeah, it's getting off. But
Yeah,
like,
no,
I
no,
feel like
get
I feel some people just stumble upon like they in a situation and they come up and they do it and they say, "Oh, I'm like they just like, bro, how long you been doing this? Like
Yeah.
I just do this today."
Yeah.
Like, oh, so
See,
you're pretty good. Like, you know what I mean?
I'm glad that you guys now are thinking correctly. I was hoping you, I'm like super glad you answered the question because like my thing was that bring me on the next movie, right? No, and this the
that's a
thing.
zoom in right there.
This the thing. This the thing right here, right? Is I'm getting you to think critically. You never thought about that. So my thing is right. This it. What's so funny? I'm
No,
getting
I
you to
never-
think critically.
I never thought about that until today.
Hey, no, you know, no, because the question, we had to sort of get you in the mode of answering this question, right? I don't know what's funny, but like, I even lost my train of thought. Yeah, stumbling on. I was watching like we
Yeah,
was talking about
stumbling on
movies,
about
right?
it.
Yeah.
We was talking about movies, right? Even with 21, we were talking about like you watch it with
That's a good movie too.
21.
is the cards
The
thing, right?
card
Yeah,
one.
Blackjack.
He was great
Yeah, yeah.
mathematically,
Oh,
but
yeah.
he didn't know. That's why I'm trying.
Kevin Spacey was in
that's-
that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Kevin
Yeah.
Spacey.
See, I was laughing. I was trying to get a point off. He stumbled across that talent being great at blackjack tables, and he won
Yeah.
millions of dollars by doing that.
True, that is true. Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
example. That's a good example.
He started, and that's what I'm saying. I was saying I'm glad you answered that because that's how some people either stumble on it
That's true.
or they just like him. They just uniquely, you see them and they orally just was good at it. It is that
Yeah.
naturally built in them, right? So
Another good movie example is Air Bud. Like,
That's a high grossing example, but they got about 20
That-
but out there.
that dog can do everything. Like you throw. He just happened to be on the basketball court. The boy just missed and threw the ball. He just
He
put
do
it- you put it- you
volleyball,
put it in the
he
rim.
soccer,
I've
he's
never watched
hockey.
a single one.
no.
Really?
No.
Wow,
It's
your
a waste
chi-
of time,
Your
but
childhood.
I could see that.
Yeah, I liked it.
but
Oh, wow.
I think he was doing hockey and too, but
do-
like,
Wow.
he was
He
doing
did-
any
He did
sport,
everything,
but
but it
Y'all
was-
know that that's not the same dog in every movie, right?
I know. I know.
Yeah.
I actually researched it.
Wow.
Over 20 years past the dog face. We know that boy ain't running no more after 10 years.
outside with
It
you.
was like his children was in some too.
Yeah, but
Like they was using the
Oh,
same
it's
little.
Ed Bud Jr.
oh,
and
that's
things.
good.
Yeah.
I didn't. Okay.
I don't know if it was all of them, but it was like a couple of movies. Like it was like the actual.
Who's the referees that allowing these dogs to play in these games?
Exactly, bro.
It'd be so weird. Like high school, like oh yeah, this dog playing with us now. Is he registered in school? Like, like how he
Exactly.
how he just
All this
Hold
boy
up,
could do is
hold up.
bark, boy.
Do they test him for performance enhancing drugs?
pedigree. You too much pedigree in your system. That'd be joking, but you see a dog and BAISS.
They'd win every fucking race.
Stop it joking for real, dog.
They'd win every race.
Sock cover up.
Cause you know Sock bringing in them. Sock giving that Rottweiler
Big
scholarship. Full
big-
scholarship.
Big scholarship, mate. Big
Y'all laughing.
scholarship.
QC used to do that same shit.
Hey,
He started doing that late, man. Don't watch
Never
that,
did that,
man.
eh?
Watch
Never
that,
did
man.
that.
Don't watch that.
NCA.
Yeah, wait.
As you bring the board gigs.
Yeah, baby.
If he's
Oh,
number one.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad y'all are thinking critically.
Yeah. Yes, thanks, guys.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's a good example for real, though. Because, wait, dog, that dog was trying things.
He's like, and he's naturally talented, B.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
that's a naturally
that's-
talented dog.
Yeah, I mean, hey, also we should be adding is like, if you feel like you haven't found your talent, like, don't be discouraged either. You know what I mean? What we saying, you could stumble upon it, you could try new things, you may just not find it yet. It's all in the cards of your life. You know what I mean? You just gotta keep on pushing, but
Yeah.
because people may get discouraged too. They feel like, oh yeah, you know,
Any day you could find out your talent.
yeah, man.
Any
That's
moment.
real. That's real
You could
talk.
find it out
That's
watching
real.
the same video.
So thinking critically, guys. Thinking critically.
You always have to think critically,
Yeah,
though.
thinking critically,
Yes,
guys.
definitely.
Do
You
you
have to think
guys
critically.
do you guys feel as if currently you guys have known, I guess, your top 5 talents or the talents that you feel as if you should be diving in terms of hobby, career, anywhere y'all want to take it?
Chad, that's hard, man.
Yeah.
I don't think that I would say like yeah, I know what I talented at now. I don't say yeah, it's DJing, yeah, it's business, yeah, it's doing my regular like 9 to 5 job.
Grinding gals.
Ladies,
This
again,
podcast, I don't know. We're on
ladies
this
again,
podcast.
I don't know what Kadeem King is talking about. Reference episode 10 with Kelson. Anyway. Yeah, like I don't like to say that like yeah I know I talented in this. I don't know like I am me to
You
say
don't
that.
like to boast.
That I ain't like yeah I know I good at this. Like I don't think I would be able to say that. I don't think I reached the peak of saying like yeah this is me. I'm great. I'm not there yet. I
Brown.
still have a lot to learn.
Fine tuning every day, bro.
Makes sense.
Always discovering, always like reading, studying. You know, when I was younger, I was good at soccer and ball, but never that good enough. Good enough to reach just collegiate level.
Yeah.
But I didn't really excel amongst the ranks then. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like I say, you know, I never gave up. You know, I mean, work-wise, I don't know in terms of a talent. That's all I had when I was a kid because that's all I was given, right?
Mhm.
And I just worked amongst that. So I just say, you know, whatever you have, I mean, try find something else if it
Yeah.
didn't work.
Makes sense. Get us.
Well, first of all, I feel like I don't have to. My talent doesn't have to be the best in the world. At my talent,
That's
I
a
just
good
feel
point.
like
That's a good point.
talents are just like whatever you feel like you like doing and you excel at it
Makes sense.
in
Makes
your
sense.
personal
man.
life.
Makes
And I
sense.
feel like
Pants
that's
shopping.
That's basically everything with me, okay?
I must give it to you. You're talented with the pan shopping.
Thanks, guys.
The best in the world.
The best.
Yeah, what you best I get done?
That literally come up every episode, bro.
Ladies, please don't listen to Kareem.
No, but me personally, I feel like yeah, I feel like every year, you know, you try to realize and know yourself more. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You gotta keep at it. You know, I feel like currently now, I feel like I'm varying to steps of where I should be going. You know what I mean? In my opinion. But you know, I gotta keep on trying, keep on striving, and keep on going at it, because you never know. It may not be. You may be wrong, but hey, you gotta keep on doing what you think is best in that situation and in your life. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
yeah, babe.
Sure.
So I guess we ready to answer that. If we think do we think everyone has one specific talent or multiple
We
talents?
also taking a break after this one.
Or we can take a break if you
Yeah.
want.
Yeah, but I thought he's breaking off that big.
Oh.
That last one.
Okay, then we can take a break.
We'll answer that after the break.
Yeah, we gotta have to answer after the break.
Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Yep, that weekend in October we all waiting for Dream Weekend. First you got Amnesia at Jamaican Vibes Restaurant. Then we got Casino Royale at the Atlantica Hotel. So all goes down this weekend, starting on Friday to Saturday. Dream Weekend. Head first here with the Conchboyz. Hosted by Guidance Davey, hosted by Unruly AJ, and at Base Entertainment. Remember, Conchboyz tell you that.
And we're back, guys. We're back.
Conchboyz.
Yes, sir.
Follow us at conchboyz.com. Word to brown.
Good talk. Right.
Yeah, mate.
Talent was on today.
Yeah, my talent's on today. You know, you gotta power out.
Talent.
I have no idea what's going on.
ladies.
Oh, man.
I don't know what he was
idea.
talking about.
Talented guys here, man.
Yeah,
Talented
man.
guys.
So I guess we could go and what do you do if you're multi-talented, guys? Like if you have so much talents where like you know you don't know where to focus really.
Yeah, so like you're saying, like, should we choose one or just, have multiple talents?
Yeah.
I mean, it depends. I mean, like, multi-talented, I think, is the future, but, like, I don't know why. I don't know. I keep hearing multi-talented, but I keep thinking multiple incomes for some reason. I don't know why. I don't know why I'm putting that together, but it shouldn't be, because some
Yeah.
talents don't mean you have to use that to
To make
have an
money.
income, to have money. But
Yeah, real talk.
I don't know. I just feel like it go together for some reason. Like, but multi-talented is the future, and like Kadeem Marty taught me this. Like, that's like what it looking like now. You need multiple incomes to sustain a life now. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
So being multi-talented, I support it. Like, if you feel like you're good in different areas, I would like focus on all of them. Like, try and spread it out evenly, and power to you.
Yeah, dog. I said I wish I was ambidextrous.
Yeah.
Dog, if someone was to cut off my right hand, I talented with the left.
I
Yeah,
always
you
thought
know?
about that, you know.
You know, they
I
got
always thought about that. Like, you mess up your right hand now, like, what you can do?
Yeah,
know?
it is what it is. Like
and that translate towards life being ambidextrous, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying?
yeah. Yeah, like I broke my elbow. It was my left elbow, so I was straight.
How you broke your left elbow, buddy?
I fall from getting my uniform, boy.
Oh.
You fall from
So
getting your uniform.
Yeah, so I was a little guy.
Story
and I was
time.
trying to get my uniform. And the story is, I don't know how true this is. The story is that Kendra hit the chair, and I fell like awkwardly on my left
Who's
elbow.
Kendra?
Whoa,
Your sister.
Rick, can't you break your elbow?
That's what. I don't know if it's true though.
She's talented.
Never
She was
knew-
below. She was
She
below the
started
chair,
breaking
but
arms.
yeah,
I did not never know that the cancer broke your elbow.
yeah. That was in like grade 3 or 4.
I think I've heard the story before.
Oh, I know. I didn't, wow.
Yeah, yeah. But I mean, like,
Hold up, you don't remember using grade 3 or 4?
no, I don't remember if she actually like hit the chair. I just remember falling.
Oh, so you was unconscious when you hit the
No, I
floor?
wasn't unconscious. I just don't remember her being. I don't remember her being at the chair, but she said she was. I just don't remember her being there because all I remember is falling, and then I gone to the hospital or whatever. My like elbow was like break. Like it
Oh,
didn't come out the skin.
It was floppy.
It didn't come out the skin. No, but the bone was like bulging out. It didn't come out.
On the next episode of Unsolved Mysteries at the King's Mansion,
Yeah,
we found
man.
the hair fiber on the left chair.
Where did you
Matches-
crime, man? You know, where did you crime? As a true crime fanatic, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, babe. That's like saying if you're multi-talented, you're good in all aspects. But
Yeah.
like I said, like on the lab in the episode, but you're not the best. You don't have the best component in like a certain area. You know what I'm saying? You just good. Like it's just almost like a 2K created character. It's just like you're great.
All around.
You're great all around. You're versatile, but it's just
But
like
is it better to be better all around or better in one thing? Like Steph Curry is good at 3-point shooting, or would you rather someone like Kawhi?
See, it depends, bro. Because if you look at Steph's game in all areas of shooting, he still is awesome, great, next level in all of.
But that's
levels
still
of
just
shooting.
shooting.
But he still can pass as well. It's not like he's a trash passer. You know
no,
what I
but
mean?
that but he's still like great at shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I know.
We
but
relating all talents to sports, guys.
Yeah,
That's a tough one, Steph
it's a
Curry.
tough one. Cause like as a basketball player too, they strive themselves on adding things to their game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's hard for you to say that like he's like that level of shoot. Obviously, I agree with what you're saying. Like on shooting wise, yes, but like he's still an awesome dribbler. He's still an awesome pick and roll man. He's still an awesome passer. You know what I mean? So he has worked on those other attributes of his game too.
so like this is the question I was talking about, and I think it was a previous question. You saying being multi-talented, right? So like we talk about like practicing fine tuning as an athlete. So do you agree in that in fine tuning? Because orally, if you're a mathematician, I don't have to practice.
I think you do.
It's ways to practice in mathematics. I don't know. Like where
if-
the mathematics, I really don't know. Cause like it's
If
like
I'm
chess.
Albert Einstein, if I'm talented like Albert Einstein,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't need to practice no more.
They do practice to
If
get
you
that good though.
Definitely have to practice.
Yeah. I
Because
think-
like let's look at chess for example, right? Chess is like you practice new offenses and new defenses in your mind. There's certain offenses that counteract certain defenses and vice versa. You know what I mean? So if you don't practice, you don't get to know. Like the same thing when we talking about opportunity, you don't get to know how to conquer that potential adversary. You know what I mean? That's
Yeah.
the same with basketball. That's probably the same with other things in life. You know what I mean?
But like I say,
In math too,
it's
probably.
just as about it's the answer's the answer. 1 + 1 = 2. You can't practice and fine tune
Yeah.
how to come to arrive to
Yeah,
that
but
answer.
That's an answer that you already come to. You still have answers that you
That-
haven't come
exactly,
to.
that you-
will
and
have-
that's
that
the
you will have
thing.
to practice other questions to
Exactly.
to be
Yeah,
able to
yeah,
beat
no,
those other ones.
no,
the
I
new
know,
ones.
but I'm just saying, like in terms of like just overall. I was just talking about physically. You'll never start working physically, but I think about like certain things like a mathematical equation. It's only two way. If you think Gauss drawing is a substitution and elimination method, it's only two ways. It's only two ways to come to your answer. You could use either one, and that's it. It's what's the practice.
I know. I feel
Once
like
you master it, it's just like, what's next?
from what you're saying, I don't 100% agree. Because like, let's say for example, if everyone said that they won't practice anymore, I feel like we would been way further backwards than where we are now, in terms of like simple equations that you're talking about. Like certain things wouldn't have developed as the way they are because everyone just complacent. They just like, oh yeah, as the shit. There's always someone who below him that trying to be better than him.
Yeah.
So regardless, he gonna either force you to practice or you gonna get overtake because that nigga, he hungry. You see what I'm saying?
So yeah, hungry, but usually is the sensei has all the knowledge, right? The sensei really they're fine tuning. I'm not disagreeing that they're not fine tuning whatever, but the sensei don't practice. The sensei make sure the is
I think they practice too. I look at it as a scientific way. They experiment different ways to get to the same. Like even though you say there's two ways to get this result, they experiment ways to get the result probably quicker or like in a direct path instead of going around this. angle.
exactly.
Like we can look at SD cards or so on. Like they notice that they get smaller and smaller and smaller. Like so they know how to impact. They know how to put more storage on a smaller device, and like we use big servers. You know what I mean? Like huge servers. Like so we have experimentations that they use like it's like a practice form, trial and error of experimentations of this equation and that formula. And when it comes to chemistry and all that, like just different ways to get to the result. But probably in a smaller package or a quicker weight.
Yeah, but I feel like okay, when you put it that way, practice in terms of that does make that you need practice in terms of when you coming up with new ideas, of course, because now you're implementing a new idea, you're bringing on something new to the table, so of course you're gonna come up. But it's like putting on a suit on somebody, right? I don't think you need much like it's someone who put on suits on people, designers. I don't think it's you perfect putting on a tie, so I don't think it's no practice.
Oh, so what you're asking is once you reach perfection.
Once you reach for like pretty much the ultimate goal is really tough to practice.
How do you reach perfection? I feel like perfection is a unobtainable goal.
No, not perfection.
No, we ain't saying perfection. Okay, I'll give you an example that I just thought about. For example, right? If you're saying that you don't need that at the earliest stages, if we were to say that, we walk from here to by us, we still walking, we reaching A to B. We ain't trying to be more efficient. So what's the need for me to find a more efficient way to do that?
Yeah.
We can just continue walk from now to thy kingdom come.
Right.
But someone was like, it taking too long. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they start practicing on what we could use. Oh, let's make this thing called a wheel or whatever. I just saying hypothetically. This is all hypothetical, guys.
Yeah.
You say, let's make a wheel. Oh, it decreased the amount of time we take by 2, let's say hypothetically. You know what I mean? If you ain't trying to practice and you ain't trying to be more efficient as a master, you will be surpassed, in my opinion. So like, I feel like as a master, as a student, you have to practice. But I mean, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And you may not see that all the time. You know what I mean? But it's occurring. And then when the patterns and all that's going into more, over the top. But when the patterns come out and when these things come out that you didn't even think about.
But as a master, you also can feel fulfilled and allow other people to practice to come past you. You could be like,
yeah, that's
you
true.
could reach
Yeah.
your goal
That's true.
and stop.
That's true.
You
That's
have to
what.
practice.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I'm saying. You
That's
become
true.
the sensei. The sensei don't practice no more. Really, they just.
Yeah,
you
but
feel like
for a
you
certain
finish.
time, he ain't gonna be the sensei no more, though. That's the problem.
Yeah.
If
Yeah.
you don't practice, you ain't gonna be the sensei for long.
No, that's the
You
point.
could, you could still be a sensei if not
That's the
practicing.
point.
No, because okay, let's say for example, the sensei walking, he was walking. Oh yeah, he's the best walker, and someone come revealed, and he's still walking, and the boy come
I
revealed.
thought a sensei is just someone who teaches someone else.
That's right.
Yeah, but okay, that's the same example. Let's say he teaching people how to walk.
Mm-hmm.
No one want to know how to walk no more. They want to learn how to be on wheels. So
Yeah,
you ain't a sensei of the current day no more, bro. You irrelevant right now. That's how I look at it.
People. That's what I'm saying. The student has to pass the master. Can happen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I don't feel as if you're a sensei no more in the present day because you're irrelevant. No one really cares about what was going on when you
The
was
sensei
the
doesn't
master
have to be the
walking.
best.
You saying he teaching about walking or teaching about
Yeah,
something?
he's teaching about walking, but he doesn't have to be the best. One of his students can be the best.
I guess. I just saying that if you're saying that you're the sensei and you're the master and I wouldn't say all knowing, but you're the master, you should be up to the current day times and you should be the top of the line. If you're already being surpassed about guys who are doing things more efficient, you're not in the discussion anymore.
Yeah.
Because they're gonna be, what have you done for me lately? That's all it could be. And if you're fine with that as a sensei, that's fine too. You used to be a sensei, but you're chilling.
The people who pass him don't have to be a sensei.
They senseis now.
Not really.
Yeah, because they more doing it more efficient. They getting the same results
That's
with.
not true though. Like let's just look at like something like any like
Okay, let's.
any movie that someone was being mentored by someone.
Kung Fu Panda.
No,
if they
okay.
surpass them, that
Really?
doesn't mean that
Kung
he
Fu
has
Panda?
to become a sensei.
You talking about a fight?
No, but
panda.
okay. I'll use the example of the electricity or whatever, right? I forgot what the generators were called, but it was AC, as alternating current, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's what they used to. Or was it DC? Direct current was the first, actually. Sorry.
Yeah.
Direct current was first. So if you know the generator, like when you send energy, the power is lost because it's just coming from one source, right?
Yeah.
That's how it goes. You lose power without the resistance in the wires.
Yeah.
When they created AC, which is alternating current, which sends power from this way, and then the next time it sends power from the next way, which is increasing the power. If you was the master of DC, you ain't no sensei no more, bro, because they coming with AC, bro, you lose. And that's what happened with electricity. No one has used DC no more. That's all the generators.
That's not what a sensei is though.
But he was a sensei in the past because he was a sensei at
Okay,
DC.
let's look at it like this. When you turn sensei, right? Okay, let's say you saying both sensei, right?
Yes.
he used to run, right? Maybe he used to practice in track and field.
Yes.
Something maybe,
Yes.
right? Let's say when Usain Bolt started to beat him. Did Usain Bolt become a mentor of someone who's running track now?
I'm assuming probably Johan Blake or something. Probably. I don't know.
But if he doesn't, is he a sensei?
But this is a good example as well. The guys who was running like was running like 9.9 or 9.8. They were senseis at the time. But when time
See, you
advanced,
using sensei as the top of the line. That's not what it means.
that's what a sensei is. He's
No.
everyone will go to him to get taught.
We'll have to Google Sensei later, guys.
Yeah, so
Anyway, yeah, we
We ain't run over that no more.
get
Sorry,
beside
sorry,
the point.
like-
Let's Google Sensei
Yeah,
later.
but-
Bring
yeah,
about
yeah.
episode 12.
Yes.
That's a
Yeah.
later discussion.
Sorry guys,
because-
This just has pissed me off.
They went
This
off.
boy come back. This white man
we
come
might
back
have
to
to cut
try
this
and
out.
down us.
They went off, but like I say, I definitely agree with your notion. In order to make yourself better, practice is needed.
Definitely.
It's needed, but I had to bring on another thought of not
that's fine.
practice. Certain things you don't need, right? In terms of need practice because you pretty much
Insect finding.
master, you're not some what.
Oh,
insect
so
finding?
you say you
insect
don't
finding.
need practice.
I mean, there's in terms of being sensei and being mastered of things. I was just trying to come up with a different.
Allen
Oh, like Allen
Iverson,
Iverson, yeah.
Practice.
Practice. Really practice.
See,
Yeah,
Allen
but
Iverson
see,
is great.
that's such a contradictory statement because for him to be that great, he was practicing. You know
Oh
what I
yeah,
mean?
that's
So in the
that was
term,
totally taken out of context.
You
Taking
never
on-
know though.
yeah,
Talent.
yeah.
We talk
Exactly.
about talent. He could have
Yeah.
been naturally that talented from
no,
jump.
bro, no. I watched a lot of things with that
Yeah, it
young
was-
man.
Yeah,
He was
no,
not
but
playing.
what I'm saying is you can be naturally that good from jump.
Yeah, you could.
You don't have to practice, but you can practice to become that good.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is that okay, as an NBA player, right? If you don't practice and you don't consistently try to get better, you will be the past of what's
Not
going on, bro.
necessarily.
Yes, bro.
Not necessarily, because let's look at Shaq. Me and Brown was talking about Shaq the other day. Shaq literally said recently that he was lazy. He never used to practice hard.
Yeah.
And he was the most
But
dominant
he had
center.
all the physical attributes to
Ex-
compensate for his hard work.
What is that
but it
called?
didn't-
Kadeem?
but it
That's
did-
talent.
Yeah,
You're
but it
proving my
did,
point.
No, but at some point he was the sensei for 2-3 years,
Oh
which
God, we're
which
not talking
le-
about Sensei anymore.
no, which
bro.
led him to be to have the notoriety that he has. But he still wasn't the top of the totem pole for like, bro. If you look at the difference between his reign and Michael Jordan and LeBron and Kobe's reign,
Yeah.
it's totally different, bro. That's what I'm trying to say. It proves my point.
Yeah,
it proves
like-
my point more.
How
Because
does that
Shaq's
prove your
reign,
point?
Shaq's reign as the best or the best center was not that long of a time. But if you look at
That's
LeBron,
not what we were
he
arguing
has
about, though.
basically no, but
we was talking about can you be that
no, but
good off
no,
the
but
talent?
no, but what
alone.
you just
Yeah.
said is that I was saying
You
that he
waking
can
a
be
beast, Laton.
no.
Sorry.
All I was saying was that he could be a sensei for a while. I said he could be a sensei for a while, but if you don't practice and if you don't
He's not a
continuously,
sensei unless he's training
think-
someone, bro.
I think what Giz is saying and what you're saying is right, but I think it depends. Like you could just become like great right off the bat,
Mhm.
but your longevity is what's not gonna be sustained
Exactly.
by what Kadeem is saying. That's
Yeah.
that's
Exactly.
basically like Shaq. He was great. He said he didn't work that hard, but he was great for a time. But he wasn't, as Kadeem said, not as long.
Not as long, yeah.
But like you look at Kobe, like he was great for a
or
time.
LeBron.
And then Kobe, I know a lot about Kobe. I keep talking, but sorry, because
No, it's fine, bro.
like he actually studied
Ian
the game.
Bryant.
He actually adjusted his game at the end of his career, so he could
Yep.
be great ongoing.
for
still.
a longer time.
So like
Hard
that
work.
shows that he kept practicing, kept learning. Like that's what most of the greats do. Like even in business, like people
Yeah,
in
bro.
business, I know people who own multiple companies, and they see how the world changing. They have to get into something else because they see where the direction.
Online.
It just gotta.
Real
You
talk.
have to. You have to like. That's the
way the
and
world
that's all
going.
my point is. All my point is that when that happens and you lag off, you ain't a sensei no more. That's all I'm saying.
Sensei is episode 12, guys.
Now you're thinking critical. Yeah, now you're thinking critical. That's it. Hey.
That's it.
But we talk about practice. We talk about talent. My thing is, I want to ask y'all something. Are you guys scared of the individuals that? What happens to them? The individuals that don't possess a talent? What are you scared for them, or what happens to them? What you think? What's their end goal for them?
I don't know if that person actually exists or they haven't come to the light like this is my talent. I don't know if that person actually exists.
Yeah.
probably, like you could say people who waste their talents. Like I feel bad for them. Like people who wasting their
Yeah.
talent. Like they get involved in drugs and so on.
Yeah,
Like,
unfortunately.
they waste their talent. I feel bad for them. Like it's like a waste. Like you could have been great. You could
Yeah.
have been great. I don't know if there's actually a person who don't possess any talent. I feel like everybody has something in them that like makes them different. Not different than everybody else, but they're good at.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be like y'all said. Don't have to be an income thing or anything else. Like it
My
has to be something like
My thing is, what I scared of someone who doesn't really possess talent, they tend to now mimic. They take on this mimic personality. They either become, they try to follow the trends of what everyone does.
what's in.
Because, I mean, yeah, because they don't possess anything, so they try to, do everything, even
But
though.
following trends could be their talent.
That's right. You're right. I
Everyone possesses a talent.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
true.
It's
That's
some,
a very bad talent, like we stated earlier. But I mean, it
no,
is.
but I didn't disagree.
I
It
guess.
could be used for good though.
It could be used for good.
Every bad talent could be used for good.
We
in
need
some way.
We need followers. You need them. You need them in life. We
Oh yeah.
we need followers.
I thought you was talking about us.
No,
No.
We do need followers
we
too
do
though.
need followers. So
Follow us at
follow-
Conchboyz.com, eh?
Back on, man.
Now you guys are thinking
you,
crazy.
so I mean, you what would you do? Like people with no talent, you scared of them?
Yeah,
Or like
I don't. I still trying to think about my opinion on that, to be honest. But I slightly agree with Latoya. I don't think that everyone in life don't have like one specific thing that they're actually talented in. I just think that there are people who may be talented in something, but they haven't found it yet. So
Yeah.
it may appear
Yeah.
as if they're not talented, but that's just, I shouldn't say their fault, but that's just them not being, like, getting to know themselves. You know what I mean? They have a talent, they just haven't found it yet. And they may go the rest of their life without finding their talent.
can it be? That's what it says. I was about to ask that. Timing. Can it be too late to find that talent if you reach a certain threshold?
I don't think it's never too late to find a talent, in my opinion. I don't think it's never too late. That's my opinion. Because as a person, we all change depending on the ages that we go through. Talents could change too, bro. Like depending on what you've been through throughout your life, what's going on. It may be predestined, like what we were saying earlier, is if you're supposed to find it in your 40s and 50s. You know what I mean? That's just how I would roll out for you. You know what I mean? So you really wasn't passionate, but when you turn 40 or something, you actually got into what you wanted or had to do. You know what I mean? So yeah, baby.
I agree. Talent can change as you age, because like you could be like a really good singer before puberty, and that could vanish,
Exactly.
because your voice deepens or whatever, and you can't catch those notes anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, like at the end of the day, I feel like, do you even need a talent to be great? You don't need a talent.
No, I don't think that you.
So
I don't think
you could go
necessarily-
your whole life without quote unquote say talent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because it goes back to what I was saying, like you may just be a great lawyer, you may just know law and you worked hard at it, but you're not really talented at it. But because you put so much hours in it, you're just very good at it. You know what I mean? Or very great, or you're at the top of the threshold, but it's still not what you're talented at. You know what I mean?
Right.
I mean, it don't matter. Once you're happy.
That's all that matters for real.
Once you're happy.
Yeah. If you're happy catching bugs,
Yeah, but if you're happy, looking through the bushes, and seeing what insects alive,
If you're
If you're
happy,
happy-
sitting down in the lobby,
if you're happy, looking at guys and saying, they sexy on the Dawn's perspective.
I can wait a minute though.
so so that's pretty much your recommendation for someone who doesn't have a talent, pretty much.
what exactly?
Like if someone,
phrase it.
that's your recommendation of someone who doesn't have a talent that they
Just be happy
Just be
about
happy,
what's going on in your life,
Yeah.
and just try to just be you. And
yeah.
if you don't find a talent, that doesn't matter. Like other people might think that you have a talent, you might not even think that that's your talent.
Right.
Exactly, yeah.
So at the
Yeah.
end of the day, just be happy with who you are.
Yeah.
Yeah, I second that.
That's all you could do.
That's it.
Me too. Persevere, bro. Persevere. Practice. Fine tune.
talk.
If you have a mentor, ask questions.
Sensei.
You know.
Make sure that Sensei trying to develop himself into the future. Eh? Because when certain time boss ain't no Sensei no more. Eh? Just make sure that.
Wow.
Oh God.
Yeah, man.
Dog, you can't be learning from a boy you just
Oh,
walk.
We still on the Sensei
No, we
thing.
ain't on it no more. I
Tell-
only get no, but
Speaking about talent, like who y'all like? I just want to jump to music. Like, who y'all think is the most talented rapper right now? Like, if you would say, like, I don't even know if I should even say like
J.
that.
Cole, because I
like-
mean, where are you going with this?
J. Cole, like I don't know if I should be less lyricist or
talent.
just business wise or just on the whole.
Oh,
like
business-wise?
I mean, that's like I don't know if I should say like the whole business genre.
I mean, if you're just talking about rapping,
yeah.
yeah, J. Cole. If you
yeah,
include
if you encompass
whole-
business,
their
you
whole
have to
life,
say
yeah.
you have to say Jay-Z.
He's go with Jay-Z. Yeah.
It
That's
depends on what you asking, but yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't think Jay-Z is the best, greatest. I don't think he's the best.
he's definitely
rapper.
great at rapping though.
But he's
He's
multi
good.
multi-talented.
He's multi-talented. I agree.
multi-talented.
I
He-
agree. But like I say, I don't think he's top one in any of those things. When you look at metaphors, like beats, etc., he's not like the greatest. But
he's
like
definitely top 5. So
Yeah,
in-
yeah,
in,
but
every
I
category.
agree. But when you encompass it all, if you look at what he has accomplished in his career, you have to put him as number one.
He's a good example of what you're talking about, like not staying on that same level of just being a rapper.
Yeah,
Just keep
yeah.
clothing line, and he went
Yeah.
on to getting this. What it was, Ace of Spades and all that.
Yeah, he just
Investing.
had big, good investments in
Who's,
real
who's he a
estate.
sensei of?
Hmm?
Who's he a sensei of?
Like even some of the biggest
He's
models.
a good sensei because he was changing with the times, bro.
Yeah.
Change, yeah.
He's
So-
a good
So
sensei.
who's he a sensei of that is changing with the times with him? Who's he teaching to change with the time?
Oh,
Well, I
you-
feel like obviously the people who he signed, I think he has a very
Oh yeah.
influence on those type of artists. You know what I mean? Because
Even the one
those,
you just
Kanye West.
mentioned. you
cause
just
those are the
mentioned J.
type
Cole,
of
J.
people
Cole.
who doing different things. Rihanna
Yeah.
is a good one. She's doing all
Yeah.
kind of things in fashion and all that. Not to say that that's not what she actually wanted to do. I just feel like he set a blueprint out for you guys to say
That's a
try
pun.
different things. What you gonna say?
That's a pun.
Blueprint.
Yeah, it is a pun. Yeah, I intentionally did that, by the way, guys.
Right.
I don't believe
I
that.
think he
Intentionally did that, by the way, guys.
Yeah.
I don't believe that. We should
Yeah.
laugh at it.
Now,
Yeah. No, even some of the musicians who sit behind the scene, though, like producers.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh,
sit behind
yeah.
the scene.
They
don't-
super talented.
They don't.
Kanye.
No,
Yeah.
look, you got the Dr. Dre. You know, people who don't really rap on records, who never they just produce on them.
yeah, very good businessman.
Hitmakers, Hitmaker, he produced a lot of records. You don't see him on the videos or dancing in the videos.
Metro
or,
Boomin.
Oh, is they dancing in the videos?
I sound like
Suge.
Suge.
Shut up, you sound like
Did he?
Suge.
Oh, so no, I sound like Suge.
Yeah.
If you want
Dance
your
in the
mind to be
video.
dancing up in the video, side with Death Row, man. Side with Death Row.
No, but honestly though, if you look at it like that, bro, outside of rapping, those are the two ones that I actually respect from their business moves. Diddy and Dr. Dre,
We ain't
bro.
talking about business though. We talking about rapping.
No, I know, but I'm just saying they are in the rap genre. When
Yeah.
you look at them, they're in rap genre, but that's one of their low. Even Jay-Z, that's their lowest percentage earners,
Yeah,
bro.
but like, I mean, I guess so. But like, if you do that, like, other people have other talents other than business. Like, I'm pretty sure Drake could act better than other rappers.
Yeah.
So it's like, you can't just be like, oh, they the best because they have business.
No, I'm not saying that from my. I just this is my perspective. That's what I'm saying.
Okay,
you
just
know
his
what I mean?
perspective.
You
yeah.
you just like business people.
Yeah, no, you just like that multitask. Like they multi-talented in both realms.
Yeah,
That's-
multi-talented.
So we can't really fight against his.
No,
It's
I'm
like-
not. I'm just pointing
No.
out that he's being biased,
Oh,
which he does a lot.
like,
Oh.
just like
I don't think I'm being biased. I think I have the facts to prove that they are senseis and upcoming senseis, bro.
We gotta make a different segment of the show, but
Yeah, I
Gillis
know.
versus Kadeem.
Gillis versus Gideon.
Bro, if you could show me, if you
That's
could,
if I'm right anyway. Just
Colorful Pines versus Green Pines.
I just said, bro, if you could show me that you change with the times and you still doing what you gotta do, I respect it. That's all I saying.
Yeah.
And the facts showing by what I saying. You know what I mean? Some guys they just want to chill. They
Yeah.
chilling, bro.
Little
Like they
stagnant.
content with just rapping and being the best at rapping.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
that's what they want to do, right?
yeah, and that's fine. It all goes back to happiness. If y'all don't want to invest and do
That's
etc.,
Yeah.
as it is what it is. You know what I
True,
mean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
man,
all
so-
goes back to that for real.
Viewers, man,
Be
don't.
happy.
Yeah, man, viewers, don't
Don't
forget.
worry.
Follow us at Conchboyz, man.
Oh, we wrapping up.
No, I just said. No, I just, you know, you say be happy. I say, yeah, you know, follow us at Conchboyz and be happy.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that will make you happy.
for real.
Watch
You
a
know
couple
what
of
I'm
these videos. Guaranteed to have a smile on your face.
For real. and at the end of the day,
Please.
and at the end of the day, and at the end of right, and at the end of the day, all us agree that hard work beats talent, bro.
Yeah, I agree.
All us agree that hard work beats talent.
Definitely.
Even though talent trumps over the hard work at certain points in
At
time.
At the beginning.
Yeah, we all know that hard work all prevails at the
You
end.
know, they said at the beginning, but you know they can get surprised.
Oh,
with.
jeez.
Yeah, man. So nice, lovely episode.
Yes, episode
man.
11 is
Episode
good.
11. Talented,
Good.
man.
Multi-talented, yeah.
Y'all didn't remember when your boy used to come on the radio and be like, multi-talented? Y'all didn't remember that?
Yeah,
I remember that,
yeah. I remember
That's
that.
a fucking team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Must
yeah.
see.
Yeah. Yeah, man. So
Yeah, as
yeah,
youngin, you know, as youngin, but remind you guys send the news to get getting kept. Just saying, you know,
You say, what? Send the nudes?
send the news.
Okay. Yeah, mate. Latan, take us out, eh?
Yeah.
We out here.
What we doing tonight?
I ain't like, bro, that get ghost with.
Yeah, man, I get ghosts. Everyone taking
I
that
told
time,
you,
eh?
man, like I can't even say nothing on it. I think I can think critically tonight, man. Yeah, man. Just make sure I write the questions, man.
You guys,
Check a laugh, bro. Like a laugh.
like and subscribe, man. Like and subscribe.
That's follow us at Conchboyz.